Are NFTs dead? There's been some speculation that non-fungible tokens, NFTs, are on their way out. The most popular markets, such as OpenSea, have witnessed a decline in total single-day sales volume over the last year. Because fewer individuals are buying NFTs, their prices are expected to fall as a result. Indeed, NFT values in some collections have dropped, and the good news is that we can now easily get the cheapest NFT. Because the cryptocurrency market has seen a drop in value due to several events such as the fall of Terra Luna, many NFT investors wonder if NFTs are still worth buying. However, NFTs aren't the only cryptocurrency assets whose value has dropped. So isn't it unfair to presume that NFTs are dead? However, there are reasons to assume that NFTs are not dead and that their value might skyrocket in the future due to their scarcity. So if you're wondering, is the NFT market dead? You should remember that while NFTs have been around for a while, their popularity has only recently increased. This suggests that NFTs existed before they sold for millions of dollars and will continue to exist after their ongoing collapse. They are currently in a bear market, but are not dead. Thus, the question is how you can survive the NFT bear market. To learn more, stick to the video. How can you survive the NFT bear market? The year 2021 was phenomenal for NFTs, as many projects were launched and billions of dollars were invested in the emerging asset class. NFTs, on the other hand, have followed pace in the downward trend that the cryptocurrency market as a whole has been experiencing. This is clear from the general decrease in trade volume and liquidity across the board for many projects. A huge decline was seen in the price of Ethereum, which is the most important chain in NFTs. After reaching an all-time high of $4,864 in the latter half of 2021, its native coin has since fallen to a low of $1,480.88. We may be experiencing the first true bear market in the NFT space. The floor prices have crashed, frustrating for buyers, owners, and sellers alike. Consequently, many people are in a state of panic and have decided to sell their NFTs at extremely low prices. Truthfully, it's possible that things won't get much better in the near future. Many NFT projects are going to be zero as a result of the current negative market. Despite this, there will always be initiatives that succeed. And just because we are in the midst of a crypto winter does not indicate that it is impossible to make it through. As a developer of an NFT or an investor, you have several options available to ensure the success of your projects and investments. Firstly, let's talk about surviving as a collector and buyer. NFT customers, just like NFT developers, shouldn't allow fear to keep them from participating in the market. This is especially true if you are holding assets that have the potential to be referred to as blue chips. A blue chip NFT is simply a token that has been tried and proven, demonstrating durability in both its price and its utility. In this scenario, you do not want to emphasize the short-term price of assets of this kind. Instead, it would be best if you focused on their long-term value proposition. The bear market presents more purchase opportunities. The proverb states that the best moment to make a purchase is when there is blood on the streets. The majority of NFT projects have had their prices lowered. Therefore, if you've been keeping an eye on a project that you wholeheartedly support, now could be the most excellent chance for you to make a purchase and become involved. On the other hand, considering how unpredictable NFTs may be, it's probably best to steer clear of high-risk ventures. Blue chip NFTs. Despite the market downturn, popular NFT initiatives are thriving. Compared to the rest of the NFT industry, the so-called blue chip NFT and growth have reached a stage where they are a pretty secure investment. CryptoPunks, Bored Ape Yacht Club, VV, and Gala Games are among them. For example, the Metaverse Property Auction by Bored Ape Yacht Club, which symbolizes a deed for a virtual plot of land under the project named Other Deads, was successfully earning $300 million. Mining began within a few days of early April. Moonbirds, another popular project, was also brought in April. $66 million at a new collections mint auction. These are just two ventures that succeeded despite a challenging market because of solid backing and devoted personnel. Not every project is that lucky. Nansen is a blockchain analytics business that discovered 1 out of every 3 NFT initiatives was found to have ended with little or no activity on the blockchain. Another third of NFT projects trade for less than the cost of shielding NFTs. Overall, new NFT initiatives are attracting less funding, while older enterprises are struggling to keep value and fail to generate considerable interest. Now let's move on to surviving as a creator. First and foremost, you must keep this in mind in every situation. Try not to become overwhelmed by your anxiety over the impending collision. Because of this, you won't have to worry about acting hastily, which is something you should never do in the first place. Instead, you will be able to keep your attention on your long-term objectives and come to decisions that will be beneficial to the projects you are working on in the long run. It would help if you also tried to learn from the past mistakes that other NFTs such as CryptoPunks and Bored Ape Yacht Club have made. These NFTs are performing exceptionally well despite the weak market. They have not lost any of their value, and the floor prices have not reduced, at least not significantly. Why? You might argue that there's a lot of interest in these NFTs, however, this is only one component of the whole equation. They also perform better because the communities around their NFTs are exceptionally robust and have goals in common. Because of these characteristics, users are encouraged to keep their NFTs rather than sell them. So what you have to do is double down on utility. The original hype around NFT focused mainly on collectibles. Consequently, many projects have been initiated to provide individuals with unique digital goods. However, even though such NFTs saw significant initial success, they have been hardest impacted by the downturn. This is due to the fact that these kinds of NFTs are, in reality, nothing more than collectible JPEGs that are stored on a blockchain. Their central premise was owning something unique whose value was expected to increase with time. They were essentially collectibles with a value that was determined by speculation. Furthermore, as the market began to deteriorate, it made it much more difficult to speculate. Because of this, they could not continue attracting buyers, which led to a decline in their prices. At the same time, owners began to freak out and make hurried attempts to sell at reduced prices. Because of this, their prices fell even lower. As a direct consequence, such NFT initiatives are perilously close to failing. Therefore, if you want the value of your NFTs to remain intact during the bear market, they need to have some practical use. They should be more than just unique digital goods. If collectability is the primary source of usefulness, then you should see an incredibly vibrant community at the very least. For this to occur, the owner should be granted rights or incentives they would not have access to in the absence of the NFT. You may either concentrate on providing real-world advantages or increasing the interoperability and cross-pollination of these NFTs and their communities. Both of these approaches are viable options. The optimum strategy would involve a combination of the two, with holders benefiting from unique experiences in both the traditional world and the metaverse, and because of this, the value of your NFTs will be increased. As a result, owners will have the motivation to cling to their shares. Because of this worth, your project may even be able to entice new investors and prospective purchasers. Establish an active community. If you create a community, your NFTs have a higher chance of surviving the bear market. On the other hand, a sense of belonging is not the only thing that this community needs to be able to provide for its members. It ought to be composed of people who share the same values and encourage, educate, and aid one another in their personal development. Therefore, owners still have an incentive to stay onto their NFTs because of the benefits that come with having a robust and supportive community, even if the value of their NFT drops. If the creation of valuations is the primary selling point of your NFT collection, then you most likely have NGMI. Not gonna make it. And this wraps it up for today. Following almost a year of exponential expansion, the NFT market has entered its very first real bear market. Buyers and creators of NFT ventures are facing challenging times at the moment. Nevertheless, it is still possible to endure and even prosper, mainly if one adopts a more long-term perspective. As a creator, you should emphasize both the creation of useful content and the cultivation of a community. As a buyer, you should also consider the value of your portfolio will have in the long run and steer clear of NFTs that involve excessive speculation. You should only invest in initiatives that you have faith in or a track record of meeting their goals. Thanks for watching.